Hello. Hello, everyone. Or the people who are here. Not necessarily everyone, but. No, wrong photo. Wrong one. Oh, my voice is deep. My bad.
I have the effect on. My bad. You are now indie gamer. Oh boy, that's gonna be weird. I've known you as Undertale's life this whole time. That will not be easy to get used to. You know what? I'll do my best. You have a question? What's up, Tyler? What is your question? Ah, shit. Who is gnome? That would be me. Hello. Hello, the Elbat. Finishing your lunch. Had some lasagna today? That sounds wonderful. I never said you, Gerbata. Can't wait for Rice Bingle to solve the case. Your name is Gnome? What? No, it's not. It's Stephanie Johnson. I see it right there. You can spell Eric Beeling with rice. I did not. I have that now. I know that now. How do I fix a friendship bond and your baby sister's going crazy after a bank heist? I don't know if I have any. If I can help with that second part, but I mean, I don't know, man. Just like talk about it. Fixing a broken friendship is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's not impossible. I don't think. It's just about like meeting each other halfway or like understanding why maybe the relationship was broken in the first place. Sometimes you gotta know when to let things go. Sometimes, you gotta fight for it if you really want to keep it. I don't know. I'm not the, I guess, best person to ask that. Are there any other gnomes I should know about? Wait, did Stephanie say anything after that? I don't see anything after that, confirming or denying. That's crazy. I've known like two other gnomes in my... No, that's not true. 3 other gnomes in my entire life. One of them is the person I was kind of named after. One of them I met in not high school. No, I did. Yeah, I did meet him in high school. I'm getting a bunch of little hearts in... What the fuck? I've never seen that before. That's a thing? In YouTube chat? Are you guys seeing that? Or is that just me? No, you guys aren't seeing that? That's weird. What the hell? What is this? I think it's like every time you guys chat, I'm seeing like little hearts come out in chat. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing right now, why I'm like weirdly looking off to the side, I'm like keying out a Tails emote that someone graciously sent to me on Twitter. Because I would not have known what issue to go to. Well, that's not true, because it's on the screenshot. Why didn't I think to do that? Oh well. This works. You have this emoji thing like on Instagram. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you guys could do that. Oh, well, thank you guys. If you're doing that on purpose, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, so like one of them I met in elementary school in Mexico, and the other dude I met in high school. We were together in the same class for like a semester. Gustavo Naum. So like we called him Gustavo because like I only go by my first name. And then there was Naum Jared, who was like the dude I went to elementary school with. So like, and then the other Naum I don't even think has another name. So like we're both just Naum, and that we don't hang out a lot because there's an age difference, but he's like a family friend. And it was always weird because like oh yeah, you can't really, you have to talk to us directly, not call us, because otherwise we're gonna be confused. But yeah, it's a very I don't know, maybe amongst Jewish people it's a more common name, I would imagine. I don't know, but in Mexico it's not like a super common name. Hello, Elbath. Thoughts on the Mario movie? Has everyone seen it already? Because I think I said that I was gonna wait for like a week to talk about it. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I definitely don't like it as much as my contemporaries do. I'll say that much. Like other content creators, like I was seeing some of their tweets and they're just like, "This is the best movie ever made. 10 out of 10." And I'm just like, I don't know about that. But at the same time, like it did what it had to do for those audiences. I just disagree with the notion that it's like a perfect movie by any imagination. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm also not gonna be like, "Ah, dude, it was the best movie I've ever seen." Like, no. It's not the best movie, but it's a great Mario movie. I mean, I guess, like, I have things about it that really peeve me that, like, I still need to, like, really put into writing so that I can properly explain myself. Because I know that the second I say anything about it, people are going to get super defensive about, you know, what I'm saying. And incredibly misconstrue my point. Which is why, like, I really want to put it into writing first. Because I know that if I say anything that's on my mind currently, people are going to be like, "Oh, so you hated it." It's like, no. At no point did I say that I hated it or that I think it's a bad movie necessarily. It's just, there's no reason it can't be better. And the fact that, like, people aren't expecting better from it kind of, personally, makes me kind of sad. I'm not going to claim that no effort was put into it. I'm not saying that at all. You take it the Sonic movies are better? Yes and no. I would love a Sonic movie that looks like the Mario movie. Well, when I was watching it, all I could think of was like, I want a Sonic movie that looks like the Mario movie, but I want a Mario movie that is treated like the Sonic movies are treated in terms of its narrative, you know? Which you could say, it's a fucking Mario movie. Who cares about the story? It's like, yeah, but the thing is, it's a movie. Like, when you're playing a game, the experience is the game, right? There's no reason, even if it's like a Mario movie or a kid's movie or whatever excuse you want to give it, you can have your cake and eat it too when it comes to Mario. Like, you can have a Mario movie with a good story, and the fact that people are just like, but that doesn't matter. It's just like, well, it doesn't matter for the games. For a movie that you're going to sit down and watch and have no interaction with, I think it matters a little bit. I don't know. And again, when I say stuff like that, I think people immediately would assume that that means that I hate it. Like, no, I don't hate it. I don't think that it necessarily... The only thing I really think it did wrong was two things, in my opinion. Was the goddamn 80s music and just the fact that they kind of didn't really give too much of a shit about the story. Tails cringe. Crocomancer with the 5, thank you so much. Just caught up with his comic streams after murder. My quest is inspired to try the TTRPG. Sonic, what is a TTRPG? Thank you. I can't believe you hate the Mario movie. How dare you? You're right, Emmy. That's the thing with Emmy, right? And that's the thing with like a lot of people in chat is that like I can tell who knows that I'm joking, and there are other people who just like take everything I say so super black and white and super just so seriously. But I know that Emmy knows that, like, I know that she knows what I mean. So that's why I don't get upset with her. And there are other people that I know like take me at face value. And I could say till the cat. Oh, I can't add another emoji. Oh no, I need another member. I can't add this Tails emoji. I've spent so much time working on that. I can't even add it. Yeah, dude, okay. Exactly what Aura said. Sometimes like the discourse on the streams is exactly like that Twitter meme. The fucking you like waffles, that means you hate pancakes thing. It's just like, that's not what I'm saying at all. Yo, Ben with the 7 months. Hello, Char3V. Char5, but you switched to 3. Yo. Holy shit, dude. That's actually kind of brilliant. That's kind of brilliant. Wait, is that the member I needed? Jay, thank you so much. Thank you. Hold on, let me refresh and see if that allows me to add the other emoji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He said Mario was worse than World War II. For real, for real. I sure did. That is my opinion. I'm sticking to it. 13 more members needed. Wait, what? 13 more members needed. Oh, but I thought I... Never mind. I thought I needed just one more. I don't know why it said... I'm confused. I'm very confused. Because it said 14 something. Okay, I guess we'll wait. Hopefully, like... I know that this is, like, probably the last week that I'll be doing comics before we go on hiatus, but... hopefully we come back with a vengeance, you know? You constantly forget you're subscribed to my Patreon. You should become a channel member instead. I mean, up to you. Replace the Tails one we have. You know what? Maybe I will. That's not a bad idea. Aura. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Sorry, hold on. I didn't realize it wasn't a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. The Elbow with the 5, thank you. I'm so sorry. I promise we'll start soon. Just a heads up for the series. When someone gets mad, you're gonna want to make them pissed, swearing profusely, yelling at the top of your lungs, genuine vitriol. I mean, okay. I guess I'll try. I don't know why they necessarily need to be that way, but... where's Tails Cringe? Tails Cringe. Replace image. Save and publish. There we go. You guys should have a replaced emote now. Sonic the Hedgehog number 42. Let me change the number. Sonic the Hedgehog number 42. I spelled most of the words wrong. Hedgehog. There we go. And then next up, we have the Archie Sonic Quest issue 2. Which I don't know if that's going to fit, but you know what? It's Archie Quest issue 2. There we go. If you guys let me refresh the chat actually, because I can't see the tails. There we go. Okay, I see it now. Great. Fantastic. Tyranny. Like a dark cloud, it shadows a land, causing the valiant to rebel, creating war. War. Its soldiers are often called freedom fighters, who are sometimes driven to desperate acts, even against those who have attempted neutrality. Neutrality, a position in war the fabled floating island has been unable to maintain as its natives look for hope from its guardian. Guardian, the one being they depend on to protect them from the desperate acts of those in search of freedom and their war's invasion. Invasion, something Knuckles the Echidna never thought he would have to contend with from the likes of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Are you crazy? Barging in here and demanding I fork over my Chaos Emerald. Without it, my island will fall.
I gotta have it. The fate of Morbius depends on it.
In every kingdom there must exist a little chaos. Ooh, Kent Taylor, a new writer. Hold on, a new writer? Bruh. Who wrote this? No, not Penders. Ken Taylor. Is it? Oh, sorry, Kent Taylor, not Ken Taylor.
Robotnik just tried to sink my island. Now you want to finish the job?
Ugh. No, but during that battle, I learned you had a spare emerald which you stole from the Power Ring Grotto.
No, you didn't miss a thing, fans. Read the Sonic Quest limited series for the lowdown. Oh, okay.
That grotto's on what used to be the royal real estate, and by rights it belongs to the King Acorn's freedom fighters.
Ugh, says you. I need that extra emerald for homeowners insurance, and I won't give it up.
Okay, you're already not doing a great job, Kent, but you know what? I'll give you a shot. Hope it's resolved by basic conversation that could have happened earlier. I agree. I really hope it does it too. Sonic! Knuckles, stop! This won't save King Acorn's life!
What's he mean? The king's imprisoned.
Not anymore. We finally rescued him from the Zone of Silence.
Then what's this about saving his life?
Why didn't you open with that? Why did you just show up and then start fighting instead of being like,
hey, I know you don't like me much right now, but hey, we saved him.
What round is this? Round 10? Dude, I don't know. They've fought so many times already. Like, every single time, except for the one time where they went to the carnival, they fought. Every single time. Are we not going to explain why I'm going on hiatus? I just want to work on actual videos, because I haven't really been able to do that for a while now. And just prepping for stream and making sure that everything for stream is going ahead as planned is difficult. So, like, what I want to do is take a little bit of a hiatus when it comes to reading the comics, so I can focus on bigger, longer form content, such as rewritten videos. Like, that's really what I want to focus on after the Freedom Planet Everything Wrong With, which, I just want to do stuff that isn't Everything Wrong With related for a little bit. So, when will I be back? I'm not sure. I can't and don't want to promise anything, but I do obviously want to return at some point. And I will. I just don't know exactly when that will happen. I will try to keep you guys posted with that.
Some unknown side effect of his imprisonment is turning his body into crystal. We tried to use a power ring to restore his health, but it failed. And when Tails said he looked like a Chaos Emerald, I figured maybe a real one would do the trick. Besides, the Freedom Fighters could use its power against Budnick's new kick-butt inventions.
Wasn't Sonic, like, almost dead or something in the last comic?
If it's power you need, why don't you just get more rings from the grotto?
We got the ones where Budnick... What he means is we tried, but Budnick sucked it dry. Sorry, I was hasty. But now you know I've got to have that emerald.
Apology accepted. But even though I have fond memories of the king from my youth, the survival of my homeland is as important as your rebellion. No emerald's gonna leave this island, and that's final.
Okay, I'm through fighting, but I think you're gonna regret not helping Princess Sally save her father.
I already am, pal. I already am.
Why don't you just go to the special zone where you grab the Chaos Emeralds when you fought Knuckles as Hyper Knuckles? Didn't you guys go to, like, a special zone or something and grabbed a bunch of emeralds and, like, rings or whatever? David with the 5. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection comes out this week. Oh, did I pre-order them? Dude, I don't know. I might get it at a later date just because it is a physical release, right? How long do I spend on stream before, during, and after on average? So like I spend almost half to an hour like prepping with the thumbnail and like making sure that everything is good to go. And then afterwards, I have one of the reasons I haven't had the chance to like upload stuff on the Chara Live channel, because it's uploaded, it just hasn't been published, because I still need to like add ads, I need to make thumbnails, I need to like do all that stuff. And so by the time that happens, I'm like cleaning up the house for Sarah to get home, and then Sarah comes home and I want to spend time with her, and then like the night comes, she goes to sleep, and then I have to work on something else channel related. So it's just like a bunch, or like do Minus World stuff. So like I haven't even had a chance to get on my computer like for weeks now, just because I've been doing other stuff. What's up? You got through with watching both Sonic and Mario movies this weekend. You're hoping more movies come out soon down the line for both. I agree. Yeah. As one door closes on the floating island, another opens and not whole the next day.
Hey, Sal, I'm happy to say I'm finally finished with that report.
Happy? For conquering heroes, you look mighty glum. That's because Sonic kicked Knuckles' butt again, but he didn't want me to say, oops.
For the details of that report, read the Sonic Quest series. Oh. So like the whole thing? So the whole thing came out at once? Then why the hell? Oh my god. Whatever. Okay, fine. I'll read Sonic Quest 2 and 3, I guess, after this, just to contextualize. Why did they do this? I know that I said I wouldn't do that because I wanted to be just as confused as other people, but like, man, it's getting to me now.
Sonic, how many times do I have to tell you?
Why don't you see if Rotor can help your dad with these power rings we caught while I feed our conquering hero?
Again, Sonic Quest. Hint, hint.
Wait till I get you outside, Blabbermouth.
And so Sonic thought Knuckles' extra emerald might...
Hello, boys!
Uncle Chuck! Should have known you were here. No one else makes chili dogs this good.
What even is on them? It looks like some... Is that the pink sauce from TikTok?
How's father?
Rotor and I used up all the energy in those power rings, but his condition is unchanged.
I guess we failed.
When do these streams happen? They've been happening every weekday at like around 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what will I be writing? I am working on 2 rewritten videos at the moment, actually. One for Sonic Origins and one for the Mario movie.
Guess we failed.
Not so, lads. I still think we're correct in attempting to use a magical talisman to cure the king.
And after reviewing these remaining royal doctrines, we believe we found that cure in the form of the magical crown of acorns.
That's no good. The king was wearing the crown when he was banished, and we never recovered it.
What? Another retcon? Wasn't there an issue that, like, where they used the Crown of Acorns? Like, the actual Crown of Acorns that Sonic had to recover all the jewels or whatever?
And it's our conclusion that at the time he was wearing a phony crown.
What? Get out of town.
Oh yeah? Read this.
It is the sworn duty of any sovereign to protect the crown of acorns at all costs, for it is this ancient talisman of power that may be the kingdom's only defense in its darkest hour. Should the reigning sovereign be in danger of capture or peril of his life, he must ensure the crown's use for the future generations, lest the house of Acorn fall beyond salvation. As per this royal doctrine, the crown must be transported to a magical dimension for safekeeping known as
the Hall of Jimbo!
That's Limbo, Dumbo! Great! All we have to do is enter this limbo, and, how do you get there anyway?
But, like, what use would it be for future generations? It's a weird doctrine to have, or it's a weird decree to have, because it's like, okay, if you need the crown for future generations, and you're putting it in a place that's largely inaccessible by people, how are your future generations going to get it? And also, this decree depends on you knowing that you're in danger, right? So, like, do you wear it normally and put it away when you know you're in danger? How would you be aware that you're in danger? I guess, like, there's, I don't know.
The doctrines don't say, but I once again think our answer can be found with magic. The magic power of ring. The magic of power rings. Remember, Sonic, power rings can grant knowledge as well as power. Knowledge that may help us find the missing crown.
You don't say.
It's time for me to get back to my undercover job in Robotropolis before I'm missed.
It's time for us to prepare for our mission. Come dawn, we're going to the Lake of Rings and begin Operation Save the King. According to Antoine and Bunny's report, a ring appears out of the lake once every hour. The next one is due to come out in a few minutes.
So why are we waiting here so far from the lake, Aunt Sally?
Isn't that what he used to call her in... Is that what he called her in the Saturday morning cartoon? I can't remember. Yeah, Sonic looks super excited to do this.
Well, you know its existence is supposed to be a secret from everyone but Uncle Chuck and the core freedom fighters.
We're worried that those Cumbots may have transmitted its location to Budnick after ambushing us.
So Uncle Chuck set up a meeting here with Fly Freddy to report on what Robotnik really knows.
The spy network should know the score, providing Fred ever gets here. Whoa! Sleuth, what are you doing here?
Sorry to startle you. Fred's cover was almost blown, but I was able to leave Robotropolis safely. Let me detail his report while we head over to the lake.
This isn't standard procedure, soldier.
Too true, Sal, but since we're already behind schedule, I think we can trust him with its location.
That's a pretty bizarre report, Sleuth.
True, but now you know that Robotnik never got any data before Sonic destroyed the Cumbots. But thanks to your poor strategic maneuvers today, Robotnik will now have a few new supply of power rings.
Hey!
Oh god. Oh shit.
Sorry guys, but as much as I liked our rebellion, I loved Robotnik's promise of personal power and T-bone steaks better.
Why, you dirty dog traitor!
Really? You sold your people out for power and T-bone steak? Wasn't the whole point that you wanted to rebel against the power? So you're really only doing this for the T-bone steaks, which you probably could have had if you helped them out anyway. What a bastard. If Sally's his aunt, then Sonic his uncle? I mean, eventually, yeah. Do I watch Netflix? Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah! You're a real bad doggy!
And the only food you're going to get is bread and water in a prison kennel.
I kinda doubt that.
Look out, guys! It's some sort of super bot!
That's not just a bot, that's Fly Freddy! Can't believe it. First Carl Condor gets roboticized, and now Freddy! That's all I can stand, because I can't stand no more!
That's right. In a few seconds, you won't be standing at all.
And neither will you, sugar.
Bunny?
Y'all didn't forget I was on Power Ring Patrol, did ya? I didn't, and although we need your help, you may have picked the wrong time. Look! Sonic, get it before it disappears!
I can't leave you in the middle of a fight!
You must, for the sake of the king!
It has been said that in all aspects of life, timing is everything. Bing, bing, bing. And in the course of a split second, 3 things happen. Sonic carefully times his move, as does a former friend, while a current friend, having no time to intervene, gazes in horror. I know that you guys mentioned something about, like, narration happening a lot more frequently now, but this is just kind of weird. Thankfully, the dawning of a new friendship is well timed for the next second, with Sonic reaping the rewards.
I'm just in time!
Funny, that's what I was about to say.
I guess it's true what they say. All good things come from above. Thank you, Jesus.
I once said that and then a pigeon flew over my head!
Tails, come on, bud.
Might I remind you comedians that we're in the middle of a battlefield?
Might I remind you that not only am I fast on my feet, but I'm also well armed for battle. No need to be a worrywart, not when my new whirlwind whammy can wallop these weenies.
So you just vibrate your arms really quick and you have tornado powers now. Remember this. I'm sure he never does it again and would come like very much conveniently. I have not seen any of those, David. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, I thought his legs were the fast part. That's what I thought, too.
Next time, warn us first, Sugar Hog. Nice work, guys. Now we can make this traitor stand trial.
After we try to restore Fred.
And after we try to restore the king. After all, never let it be said that an echidna can't have a change of heart.
Whoa! Sonic will forever be in your debt!
Didn't I tell you something before, Blabbermouth?
Wow, it's like Fleetway Sonic all over again.
Okay, troops, it's back to Knothole. Operation Save the King is now in Phase 2.
So, this is what's left of the once beautiful kingdom of Acorn. War sure leaves its scars.
I'll give you the nickel toy later. Right now, what I want to know is what brought you here.
This was my doing, Sonic. For some time, I've suspected there may be a double agent in our spy network, and my fears were confirmed when Fred failed to report for orders. Not knowing who I could now trust, I thought it best to call on outside assistance. Using an outdated and untraceable frequency, I radioed Knuckles.
How? Does Knuckles, like, normally monitor, like, radio frequencies to see who's calling in? Or, like, how is Knuckles alerted to this? I thought they got rid of all technology on Echidnopolis. Why would he still trust this? I don't know, dude. I mean, granted, it's not like this is the first time this has happened, because Tails did the same thing during Mecha Sonic versus Mecha Knuckles. But that was kind of bullshit, too. The former friend took aim while current friend and new friend... Yeah. I agree. There's a Sonic project called Sonic Unleashed 3DS. Cool. Maybe he kept it to chat with Sally? Oh, maybe. That's a good point. Whirlwind Whammy is my favorite Frontiers move. Ross with the 5, thank you so much. And Saturday AM, the Freedom Fighters have their own Lake of Rings and Knothole for Sonic to go on missions. I guess Archie want them all over Mobius. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would it wouldn't not make sense, I guess, but I don't know. It's strange.
Not only did he agree to help, he also changed his mind about letting us use the emerald. Remember, Pops, it's just a loan.
But why would he just... Oh my god, look how Sonic is drawn, dude. Why would he just randomly change his... Like, maybe they explain it, I don't know, but... It's just weird that, like, Sonic would show up and tell him what's happening, and Knuckles is like, no, and then Uncle Chuck calls and is like, please? And Knuckles is like, okay.
Okay, everyone, the setup's complete. Let's clear out. This device is designed to release the emerald's pure energy. Let's hope it restores him. Here goes. 3, 2, 1.
Rotor, stop! It's only making him worse!
I had a feeling this might happen. The emerald's energies are just too mysterious. Thank goodness the resulting mutation was only temporary.
Wait, that mutation was temporary, but the previous mutation is permanent? Or what the fuck? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, but he's in bad shape.
Our only hope lies with your Power Ring's ability to lead us to his crown. Sonic?
Wait, so now you need the power of the ring to, like, guide you to where the crown is? Why wouldn't the heir to the crown just have that information? That seems like a really shitty security measure. I don't know, dude.
Your uncle doesn't beat me up when he asks for something.
Will I do Pizza Tower? Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I want to, but at the same time I feel like once I do it, nobody's gonna care. That's the problem. Or like not nobody, but not enough people.
Stand back, everybody. It's been a long time since I called on a ring for knowledge.
What the fuck is happening? This shit is just too convenient. So you can now use a Power Ring's energy to like learn, earn knowledge? Fuck. Okay, whatever.
Are you alright? What happened? Blink, blink.
Ugh. Now I remember why I'd rather use the rings to juice. That hurt my head and my tush.
So where's the crown? Did you find the Hall of Limbo?
No, but I did learn that the king's royal sword has a magical link to the crown, and it will lead us to it.
Again, why? Because, yes, Sally may have been young when the king was taken, but I feel like Sally has a lot of knowledge about how to run the kingdom and about a lot of things about the kingdom of Acorn. So why is this not something that was passed on to her, especially when she had people at her beck and call, according to the Pender stories, that like could tell her about these things, right? She had confidants that worked under the king, so why would they not be able to tell her these things? You know what I mean? That was explaining issue. Was it? I don't remember that shit at all. She was 8 when Eggman took over. But but what I'm saying is that shouldn't matter because, like, she has people who worked under the king who would have knowledge about these things. It would be really stupid for only the king to know this. And then how did they go through having so many security measures to safeguard the crown of Acorn? And then in the event that the king was kidnapped, for nobody to have any safety measures to be like, whoever's next in line needs to know these things. What about Nicole? Exactly. What about Nicole? Why don't they just ask Nicole, like, hey, do you have any information regarding this shit? I don't know, dude.
Princess, you shouldn't have to Oh.
But the riddle within the riddle is, we don't know where the sword is.
It's hopeless.
Princess, you shouldn't have to lose your father twice. Once is enough for anyone. I know. And I won't let you down. That's why I'm making it my personal quest to find that sword. One way or the other, I will see to it. I will see it return and the king restored. This I solemnly vow. This is not what I had in mind. This is definitely not what I had in mind.
Great. Knuckles' quest.
Oh, you're just cranky because you have to ride shotgun on Rotor's makeshift subseat.
That's a thing? I don't remember that.
Besides, you were the one who said, if I'm going to find a magic sword, I better start by reaching out to a great source of magic.
Yeah, but when I said I'll start my personal quest by contacting the Ancient Walkers, I meant by myself.
But you know they only appear when something big happens, like the time you thought you went to a kid in heaven. Or when Sonic caught his billionth power ring.
I don't think he knew about that, though. Did he?
Or even when I was considered to be the chosen one, as told by Athair. And your great-grandfather is the only guy who has a direct link with you, me, and the Walkers. And as he was last seen on Down Under, Land Ho!
Did you just call me a hoe?
I don't know. I don't know what that means, really.
1 hour after docking. It took them that long to get there? Damn.
And this is the very crater where I first met them.
Well, no one's home, so let's keep searching.
How do you know no one's home? You haven't even checked.
Oh no, kid, you led us in circles.
Big deal. I still say we'll find Athair here. After all, this crater is the former site of the floating island.
And also, you know, the freedom fighters from Down Under, know Athair. They've met him. They've seen him at the very least. So this has to be where he shows up, right? Oh, I thought it can't be the same. I don't know either.
What? No way! Impossible! Okay, kid, I think I've had enough of you. Think? You really immature? Do you? Do you really, immature one?
That was a very confusing sentence for me. I was like, what the hell?
Athair!
Quite a bold word for a guardian whose actions revolve around fisticuffs. Who are you to judge? You were the only member of our family who didn't have the courage to become our homeland's guardian. Who are you to judge? Wisdom decrees that it is better to safeguard a universe than it is just one pebble in its belly. Dumbass. That's just mystic psychobabble.
You guys certainly have quite a history.
Our history is a matter of genetics, Doubletail, but we have never met.
Look, the reason we came here... Huh?
It's known only too well. Hey, what's this trick? Why is it getting so dark?
What's happening to us?
Oh my god, I just feel like things are happening, and then they're happening, and then they're happening, and then they're happening. Like, it's a little like the Mario movie. What? Is this a movie? Bruh. There's a Resident Evil movie coming out that like features all the main characters. Bro, that's gonna be dope. That's sick. Now I have to catch up on the other movies. Sorry.
You are traveling to the limits of infinity, but there are no limits to infinity. So your travel takes you back to where you started, yet you had not traveled at all.
Hey, that's not you talking.
No, it was them.
Okay.
The Ancient Walkers! Hello! We're here to save King Acorn! You know him, right? He's home now, but he's cracking up, turning into crystal, and we need to know how a Chaos Emerald can save him, so please help us, okay?
Jeez, and I accuse Athair of psychobabble. Through time and space and alternate dimensions, properties exist beyond comprehension. Artifacts of ancient and unfathomable power exist to aid and make men cower. Cognizant by beings of science and the mystic shaman, a sovereign royal and emerald have nothing in common.
You mean a Chaos Emerald won't help him? Why?
We really came here for help locating the king's sword.
Also, we knew that already.
It has a magical link to his...
Hey, it's getting dark again!
Wait, Ancient Walkers, don't send us home! I haven't finished!
This isn't the way we originally traveled!
This is all your fault, kid. If you hadn't wasted their time with your nonsense, we would have learned... On a once lush world and its hunk of floating stone, there exists a sorcerer, wizard, and alchemist who stand alone. A charlatan, enchantress, and paladin with fairness and courage thou must face. With patience and fortitude a blade of steel thou may embrace.
We're back on Down Under!
What the hell is happening, dude? Levi, thank you so much for the 8 months. Pijamas? It does look like pajamas, doesn't it? That's kind of what I thought too. So I played every Sonic game, and now I'm going to read every Sonic comic, then maybe in the future reviewing every Sonic toy brand game 8 months, yay. I doubt it. I don't think I'll do every toy, but I might do every show.
And those last images!
Oh no! They represent beings of power who may have a clue as to the whereabouts of the king's sword.
Now we're finally getting onto something!
No, kid, I'm onto something. I got places to go and people to see, and no matter what danger I may face, from here on, I go it alone.
Cool. Well, that sure was a comic where things happened in it. It sure was. I feel like I learned nothing. I feel like way too many things happened for me to properly understand what the hell was happening. Oh my god, dude, we're almost at Sonic Live. Can you believe it? I can hardly believe it myself. Well, you're lost. What was accomplished here? Dude, I have no idea either. If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea what we did or what happened. Sonic Quest number 2. I don't know why I did that. Boink. The Death Egg Saga number 2 of the miniseries. Am I not tired of these multicolored rats with all the Sonic media I consume? I mean, who says I'm not? Not every toy, why not? Do you know how many fucking Sonic the Hedgehog toys there are? And also, there's like no point to it. I'm not gonna invest a shit ton of money for... The planet Mobius was like a paradise with the benevolent King Acorn and as its ruler until the coming of the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik. He conquered the land and its people using his knowledge of technology and pollution. But many young, courageous citizens banded together as a brave group of freedom fighters. They struggled to overthrow the dictator and one day regain what was once theirs. Among them, the greatest of the freedom fighters is the fastest and way coolest dude on 2 feet, Sonic the Hedgehog. Recently, Sonic and his sidekick Tails have attempted to take up a quest for power rings in an attempt to save the king. In their research, they inadvertently stumbled upon Robotnik's new weapon of destruction, the Death Egg. It is capable of roboticizing the entire planet in one fell swoop. Up against impossible odds, our heroes embark on the adventure of a lifetime. Alright. Oh god, right. Wait, who did the penciling for this again? Manny Gallon. Okay. King Acorn. Oh my god. Oh. Hunger is hitting me. I'm going to request a protein bar. Hold on, excuse me. King Acorn of Mobius was recently rescued from the Zone of Silence, but all is not well. The monarch's mind is muddled and his skin has begun to crystallize. All attempts to cure him have failed. The only glimmer of hope was the brief positive reaction to Sonic the Hedgehog's magic ring number 1 billion. Princess Sally desperately dispatched 2 squads of freedom fighters to recover as many rings as possible to treat the king's condition. The team of Sonic and Tails fared badly. Tails was scooped into a mysterious funnel tube that dropped from the sky, and Sonic was set upon by Condorbot, a roboticized version of a former friend and flying freedom fighter. Meanwhile, in Robotropolis... From who or what? My sister's here, so she can bring me one. Meanwhile, in Robotropolis... Incorrect. I mean, meanwhile in Snivopolis...
Snively, this is your master, Ivo Robotnik, calling you from... the Death Egg.
Didn't the Fleetway comics also make the Death Egg egg-shaped? Which, honestly, when you think about it, kind of makes more sense. But, I don't know, I kind of like, it just being like Eggman's head shape.
At long last, my ultimate weapon of destruction is near completion. Once finished, I'll be able to roboticize the entire planet by remote control from above. And now is the rebuilding of my beloved Megapolis proceeding.
Wouldn't it be Megalopolis?
Just fine, oh Oval One. Don't worry.
I don't dare tell him that I've reassigned his SWAT bots to stop preparations in order to pamper me full time. Excellent. I expect it to be in perfect putrid condition when I return. But enough about you. Let's get back to the Death Egg's debut. As you know, I recently had all the rings sucked out of the grotto near my city's border. Observe them being placed in a chainmail pattern within the ship's shell. This will render the Death Egg invulnerable to external attack. That leaves only one thing missing to bring this vessel to full power. A Chaos Emerald. But my Lord of Lord, the instruments show your altitude is low, as if the Death Egg were carrying too much weight. Yes, I know. The inefficient SWAT bot who operated the funnel tube also ingested a ton of debris when he siphoned the grotto, trees, rocks, and other garbage. Once I've ascertained that no more rings are in the bilge, that pile of trash will be jettisoned along with the offending SWAT bot. Of course. Why tolerate a disobedient employee? Your hot oil bath is ready, Sir Snively. Shh! Shut up! Exactly. After I've dumped the excess baggage, the Death Egg will achieve its proper orbit, and I shall proceed to procure a Chaos Emerald. Then nothing can stop me.
At that moment, in the excess baggage compartment...
Whew! That was some ride I took along with the half of the landscape around the Potter...
The Potter? Oh my god, I read Grotto and Power at the same time.
Around the Power Ring Grotto! I don't know where I am, but this whole scenario reeks of Robotnik! Sure enough, here's one of his broken SWAT bots! Hey, that gives me an idea! I can jam myself into the husk and work it from the inside like a puppet! Maybe this way I can spy on Robobot and see what he's up to!
Is there just like a smaller... I'm assuming there's like a smaller like control panel inside the SWAT bots? Because otherwise, how is Tails like controlling the arms? You know? And he's definitely not as tall as a SWAT bot. How is he controlling the legs too?
Woo! Just in time! Oh, here comes a working SWAT bot!
Sensor scan in progress. Master, the bilge seems devoid of magic rings. Make sure before you purge. Harry Potter. Look at the snivelly face in the previous panel. Not that one, but like this one, right? Oh, this one. I'll have this one. I do apologize for eating on stream, but hunger hit me out of nowhere.
Purge? That means he's gonna dump this pile of stuff! Well, not with me in, but maybe with him in it!
Secondary sweep confirms my findings. Sorry, Kevin, I need to consume.
Very well. Proceed. Contact me on the vid screen. When you're finished, Robotnik out.
What's this? The doors are closing. I'll be trapped and purged. Shit, no, stop.
Right, Swatty, you're going down! All the way down!
What's the delay? Is that trash ejected yet?
Yes, sir. I mean, affirmative, master.
Good work. Report to the bridge and assist me.
Good. He fell for my disguise. Sonic would be proud of me.
Why would he program us to eat? I don't understand. Hey, using his tails? I can see that. I can see him using his tails. Are protein bars good? Oh, they're delicious. They're so good. Speaking of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, speaking of Sonic, the Hedgehog is currently being carried aloft by Condorbot.
Yeah.
Robotnik will be pleased when I bring his unconscious nemesis aboard his floating vessel. That might work. If I was unconscious, I'll solve it. As it turns out, I was playing possum so you could tip your master's hand.
He freed himself with a sonic spin. Shit!
Very observant, brass bird brain. Now notice how I keep myself aloft using my figure 8 move.
Bullshit! keep myself aloft. Imagine you just like you do a what the hell are they called in the games? Yeah, like Yoshi. Imagine you use the Super 8 attack in the air. The Super Peel Out, thank you. Imagine doing a Super Peel Out in a Sonic game, and you can just float like Yoshi or like Luigi. Fuck that.
Ah! Your simple hovering maneuver is no match for the Master of the Skies.
The Dana Carvey movie?
That's the Master of Disguise. I'm the Master of the Skies. It's different.
Yeah, he's right. I can't hope to win an aerial duel with him. Ugh!
Yeah, your history hedgehog.
Condorbot's so focused on me that he hasn't noticed that a huge pile of garbage falling from Robotnik's ship. I've got to time this just right.
I don't hate how Sonic is drawn in this comic, actually. Drawn pretty good.
A good wall from me should push him underneath it and propel me up along with the sides of this mound of this refuse. This mound of refuse. Ugh! Using my years of experience jumping through zones, I'll hop my way up the pile and grab these bilge bay doors before they close. Made it!
Let me guess, the same ones you play on your Sega Genesis games. Yup.
Meanwhile, Condorbot will get caught under the trash and be dragged down below.
Yeah.
Man, that was close. I better contact Sally and let her know what's going on. Uh-oh. Something's jamming my communicator. The signal won't go through. Looks like I'm on my own.
Back in Knothole. A reference to the Sonic the intro? Probably. Is that Kia a reference to? I don't actually remember. I know it's a reference to something, but I don't remember what.
Nicole? You're our state-of-the-art computer. Any luck with my father? Negative, Princess. Insufficient data to analyze the malady or recommended cure. Skin crystallization now at 68% and accelerating.
What the fuck is this idiot doing here?
Sally, I just heard from Antoine. He and Bunny got lost in the forest on the way to the Lake of Rings, but she's taken the map away from him and they're back on track. However, Tails and Sonic's check-in report is long overdue. There's no response on either of their communicators. I'm getting worried. Oh, there, Sally, don't cry.
I can't help it. The stress is getting to me. Everything we've worked for is coming apart. Oh, Rover.
Back aboard the Death Egg.
Ah, the rings are in place and the trash is away. The final phase of operation. Operational begins. The taking of a Chaos Emerald.
I forgot it was operational.
I've never seen Blubber Bolt so worked up. What's he about to do? I'll try to sneak a peek without arousing suspicion.
Yes! Full speed ahead. There it is on the horizon.
Where is he head? Oh my gosh!
It's the floating island, isn't it? Yeah.
The floating.
I don't know why I changed this to not be the Archie Summit comic. Ugh. The king's face describes the Archie experience. It sure does, doesn't it? Oh, that's right. Jeffrey is standing guard. That's right. I did not catch your question. I missed your question. I did see the Mario movie recently. I've actually never seen the original 1993 live action film, but I want to. I just have never sat down to do it. Oh god, that is a Knuckles drawing. It sure is. The approach of the massive monolith does not go unnoticed by the guardian of the floating island, Knuckles the Echidna.
What is that thing? Whatever it is, it's headed for the island, and that means it's my job to stop it. By getting up ahead of steam, jumping off the bank of the Eternal River and fanning out my dreadlocks, I can fly up and intercept it.
Sure.
By the beads of Altair, it's far bigger than I imagined, but I won't let it stop me.
Perhaps you let this stop you.
Mighty the Armadillo! You caught me.
You betcha, Nux. We saw that thing in the sky and came running.
We, meaning all chaotics. Espio the chameleon, Archimedes the fire ant, myself, Vector the crocodile, and Charmy the bee here, just in case you forgot who we were.
That bodacious blimp isn't through. Look up above. A hatch is opening, and two gigantic robots are parachuting down to the island.
I recognize them from Princess Sally's reports. Their Robotnik's creation is called Burrowbots. Look, Nux, they've touched down and are headed the opposite directions. But where and why?
Off you go, Burrowbots. Sensors indicate 2 Chaos Emeralds on the floating island. Bring me both, no matter what you have to do to destroy them. No matter what you have to destroy to get them.
This is getting hairy, and not just because of me. I've got to come up with the plan to stop Robotnik, and fast! Ah!
How was my break, and who's my favorite writer and artist of Archie? Did I have a good Easter? Yeah, we visited my fiance's family for Easter. My mom was there too, because she's visiting. My little breaks have been nice, but at the same time, like, I haven't really gotten anything done work-wise. I've just been spending time with family, so yeah, they've been nice. Thank you for asking. Are you sure you want to see that old Mario movie? I mean, I feel like you should watch it at least once, you know? You know what I mean? So it is his dreadlocks and Archie that let him float? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case in the games, too. You know what I mean? I know where they're headed, comrade. For the 2 locations of our Chaos Emeralds. One in the power chamber that sustains our island, and the backup gem which we thought was safely hidden.
You're right, Archie. Listen up, guys. If those Burrowbots dig up our emeralds, the island is doomed. It'll drop into the sea like a stone.
There's no way we're letting that happen.
Oh, I guess in this continuity, modern Archie, Jesus Christ. Modern Espio's eyes would be blue. Interesting. Actually, I think all of these are accurate, because I think Charmy's eyes are like a honey yellow. I think Espio's, all of the Chaotic's eyes are yellow, right? Hold on. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Were they inspired by Archie, I wonder? Because, like, Knuckles' eyes are kind of purple. It's not the right purple, but it's purple-ish. Wow, I don't think I'd ever noticed that before, except Vector's are a little bit more orange than they are yellow. They're all, like, different shades of, like, orange or yellow. You know what I mean? Interesting, I never noticed that. And then Knuckles' eyes are kind of purplish, which is accurate. I wonder if Yuji Uekawa got inspired by this, or if the Uekawa designs were already in place. I don't think they were, though. Thoughts on Penders as of now? I don't know why anybody ever thought he was a good writer. I genuinely don't. Yo, what's up, Ayan? Fire in the hole, comrades! Tough to do sound effects when my mouth is full. Same thing with most people? What do you mean?
I've got this one on a chokehold. Spirit, Vector.
This time I'm not joking. This middle dude's getting a poking.
Our buzzword is victory!
Way to go, Chaotix! I'm tearing this butt a new belly button!
I've been working up my way up the levels of this rancid robo-vessel, leaving a trail of swap bots in my wake.
Well, Sonic's eyes are brown, so I guess that's wrong.
Unless I miss my guess, that should be the control room dead ahead. That's where I'll find the fat man and teach him a lesson he'll never forget.
Insects. You dare impede my ultimate victory by smashing my burrow bots? Very well. Kiss your beloved island goodbye.
Ivo's so worked up he won't notice me backing out of here. Then I can ditch this monkey suit and attack him.
Aha! One more swap bot to trash. Then it's clear sailing to old blubber buns.
Uh-oh.
Incoming! That huge ship is dropping on us like a bomb. Run!
Rerouting. All power to downward thrusters. Maximum output. My death egg will drive the floating sea into the island into the sea.
Deep within the underground power chamber, the infinite energy of the Chaos Emerald resists the prodigious weight by being exerted upon the island, but just barely. Oh, not by being, just being. Whew. You found a Duderade? We're still have an hour to go. Sleepy as usual while you're late? Have the issues improved? No. But I'm also doing well. I think I'm also a little tired, but I'm doing alright. Thoughts on Fang? I don't mind him.
My mechanical masterpiece must prevail. All systems to 150%. Override automatic shutdown codes. Whoop, 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 whoop. This island will be submerged, and every living creature on it drowned. So speaks Ivo Robotnik. Yes, it's buckling. Auxiliary booster surge in 5 seconds.
This is bad. The Emerald instinctively distributes its energy equally, but Robotnik's applying all the pressure at the southern end.
We could be looking at a major catastrophe here. No, comrades, I believe in the power of the Chaos Emerald. No man-made object can overcome its profound purity.
Nice words, Archie, but this game won't be over until the fat man sings. Whoa!
Ugh!
We're tilting. Grab hold of something or you'll go over the edge.
Oh, grab hold of something or you'll go over the edge. Knuckles, take my hand.
No thanks, Marty. I want to slide off. It'll give me the kind of thrust I need to glide up and attack that ship before... Out of the shadow of my fate.
Yes! Yes!
Robotnik's winning. The floating island has begun to submerge. Hundreds will die. The emeralds will be lost. It cannot be so. As guardian of the island, I must find a way to stop this atrocity, or die in the attempt.
To be concluded in over easy. Well, shit. How many YouTube Kids garbage you had to go through to find them? I'm sure you did. Oh, thank you, Destroy Kitty. Why did I decide to give Mighty an Australian accent? Because everyone told me to. That issue was kind of peak. I mean, I guess it wasn't as bad as it could have been. But I don't know. It's weird that like my threshold for like quality is not bitching about it. You know what I mean? The planet Mobius was like a paradise with the benevolent King Acorn as its ruler. Until the coming of the evil Dr. Ivo Robotnik. I can't do it with food in my mouth. He conquered the land and its people, using his knowledge of technology and pollution. Is this the same thing? Over and over and over again? Recently, Sonic and his sidekick Tails have taken up a quest for power rings in an attempt to save the king. In their search, they inadvertently stumbled upon Robotnik's new weapon of destruction, the Death Egg. As he tries to acquire the one thing that will fully power it, a Chaos Emerald from the floating island. Together with Knuckles and the Chaotix, our heroes try desperately to save the floating island from Robotnik's evil wrath.
King Acorn of Mobius lies near death and not whole, his skin crystallizing from an after effect of time spent in the zone of silence. Princess Sally has dispatched her freedom fighters to acquire magic rings in the hopes that it will cure the monarch. Tails the Fox has stowed away aboard Ivo Robotnik's gigantic ship, the Death Egg, and is trying to sabotage it disguised as a SWAT bot. Unaware of this, Sonic the Hedgehog has battled his way past Condor Bot, and has also gotten inside the massive Airbus. The same massive Airbus that has attacked the floating island in order to steal its 2 Chaos Emeralds.
And now, on with the show. Yes, the Death Egg is forcing the floating island into the sea. All living things on it will be drowned. The emeralds will be mine, and the ship will be invulnerable.
Crunch time! I've got to step out of the control room and figure out a way to stop Ivo!
Ha! One last swap out of trash, and then it's clear sailing to the Fat Man. Hold still, Tin Top. This'll only hurt for a sec. Hey! Pretty fast reflexes for a robot. But nobody's...
Okay, whatever. That was pretty good.
fast enough to duck a sonic spin. Woo! Immediately followed by a large kick to the small of the back.
Stop, son! Cut it out!
That voice! Those furry appendages sticking out of the swap bot! Tails! Sorry about that, little buddy. How did you wind up in that bot shell?
I'll explain it all to you later. Right now, the important thing is that it's to stop Robotnik from submerging the floating island and acquiring their Chaos Emeralds.
No sooner said than done, chum. Chill while I take care of business. Yo, Robo, I'm closing this play before it opens. Bring down the curtain.
What I've brought down is a thick wall of plexiglass between us, Hedgehog. I heard your approach. Did you think I'd leave myself open to attack?
Ouch!
You guys were being really loud. Also, did Tails really not think I knew who he was? Of course I knew. Jesus Christ.
Were Sonic's ears pointing forward, probably. Balton Spaz, he's probably my favorite Archie artist so far. Why didn't I look at the cool cover? I did. It's just the Sonic and Knuckles intro.
My aching cranium. Hey, another wall came up behind me. What's that awful smell?
Poison gas, my old foe. I'll stop submerging the floating island just long enough to watch you perish.
You fiend! Vision getting blurry. Losing air.
Not so fast, fatty! This Swapbot suit's jet boots are still working!
Gadzooks! Tails coming in through the Death Egg's eye from outside!
Right! Here's another thing that still functions on this bot! The blasters!
You fool! You're destroying the control consoles!
Just on time. Thanks, little buddy.
Tails is goated in this comic. Wow, imagine. Oh, I did. I'm sorry. You're right. I forgot to change the issue. Those protein bars were delicious.
You're welcome!
Ah! You two-tailed freak! Not only did you raise the plexiglass walls when you ruptured the master panels, but you short-circuited the ship's downward thrusters! The Death Egg is launching itself into space, releasing the floating island!
As soon as the inertia lets up, you're gonna be my personal heavy bag, Ivo.
There will be the day when I'm not prepared for such an emergency. My gravity gauntlet will enshroud me with a stabilizing field long before you can move, Hedgehog, and allow me to escape through this hatch to my auxiliary control room. This isn't over yet, Hedgehog.
Bet on it, Blubberbolts.
Back down below, the floating island bobs back up to its normal altitude and reestablishes proper orbit.
Looks like we caught a break, Chaotix. Fan out across the island and scope the situation. I want damage reports in half an hour.
We're on it, Nux.
I don't know why that bogus blimp was after our emeralds, but if Robotnik ever tries it again, we'll be ready for him. So swears Knuckles, the echidna, guardian of the floating island.
Ah, I'm not licked yet. Once I rid the death egg of those accursed freedom fighters, I'll be able to effect repairs and return to the business at hand, using the infinite power of this deadly dirigible to roboticize every living thing on planet Mobius. Attention, Sonic and Tails. I know you can see me on the wall monitors.
I'll say, can we get a Tilly Dog chin on this rig?
Silence. You'll appreciate my next guest, Hedgehog. I borrowed a few design elements from you during your brief tenure as Mechasonic. Then I pumped him up and up and up some more until he became the ultimate war weapon. Please welcome Silver Sonic.
Yo, just like the game. It's like combining Sonic 2 with Sonic and Knuckles. Weird that, like, Metal Sonic would come before Silver Sonic, but alright. You find a first-time streamer rate. Oh, shit. That sounds cool. See, that's his name. What? You can't take comics as gospel for the games. His true name? No. Silver Sonic is still the Sonic from Sonic 2. Metal came before Silver canonically. True. That's true. But in the games, his name is still Mechasonic. That doesn't change anything.
Holy guacamole! It's an oversized robotic version of me.
Oh my gosh, it's monstrous! What are we gonna do?
Stay back, Pod. You head back to the control room and figure out a way to crack this egg. I'll take care of this dopey doppelganger. No robo-replica can get the drop on me. I think. Well, it's nice to know I won't have to pull my punches with you, Jumbo. Here's a looping left hook powered by a figure-8 leg spin. Ugh. That solid shot didn't even slow him down. Ugh. He's got me. Boom.
This is the reason people with Mechasonic Mark 1 is Silver Sonic. What? Oh, right. Yeah, in the comics, that's how he was called, but not in the games. In the games, he was always called Mechasonic Mark 1. Well, not Mark 1. But we call him Mark 1 because the one from Sonic and Knuckles is Mechasonic Mark 2. But before then, there had never been a Mechasonic in the fandom. And it's because this one is the one people call Silver Sonic, but he's not Silver Sonic. The Silver Sonic is the one from Sonic 2 8-bit.
Silver Sonic punched a hole in the floor with my head.
And in the Lego game, he's called Robo Sonic just to avoid further confusion, but that's also technically wrong.
Uh-oh, he plans to stomp on me. Gotta think fast. These sliced cables are live. Hey, Robo Replica, let's see how your metal metabolism handles a couple of 1,000 volts of raw electricity.
Oh, there's a full-ass page. What the hell are you wearing?
It worked. Silver Sonic's burned out.
This is an outrage. I won't allow my brilliantly conceived scenario to be foiled by that pompous little porker.
Possible Fleetway reference?
He leaves me no choice but to initiate Plan E. Sonic's doom is finally at hand. A quick change and I'll be clad in the most sophisticated battle armor ever. It's the exoskeleton.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. I'm surprised we've never gotten an exoskeleton in the games, if I'm being honest. Tell that to the kids who had access to mostly cartoons and comics rather than all the games with all the manuals. I will. They're still wrong. Just because they didn't have access to it doesn't mean that they're right. Oh, goodness. Goodness.
Its biocircuitry is psionically linked to the Death Egg itself, making me powerful beyond compare. As Sonic the Hedgehog is about to find out the hard way. I'll crush his little blue body like a potato chip. I'll snap his spiny spine like a pencil.
Surprise, Robozo! I borrowed the idea from Tails. After I fried Silver Sonic's mechanical mind, I slipped inside the shell. Now I control the monster robot from within.
But you couldn't. You mustn't.
Why would you allow the robots to be controlled manually? That's your fault.
I can and I did. And now I'm gonna squish you like the bloated tick you are, Ivo.
God, I barely avoided that blow. Sonic's power is formidable inside that suit. But nowhere near as formidable as the exoskeleton.
Ugh. Not bad, Robo. You built this well. I can take punishment and dish it out.
Yeah! That does it, you big Hulk. I'm taking you down and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Wow, why does he have hair on his chin now?
Hulk, thing. Where I come from, them's fighting words. Because those are Marvel characters.
Also, his suit kind of looks like... I think it's supposed to look like Robin, right? Like, that's intentional, right? Like, from Batman and DC. He's supposed to look like Robin, I'm pretty sure.
Oh boy! This Mega Mecha battle has got to stop! Sonic, can you hear me? Time out!
Yeah!
You heard the man. Take a break up on the 16th floor. What's the story, Tails?
I rigged the Death Egg to explode in 20 minutes, but your battle with Robotic has damaged so many internal systems, it could ignite at any moment! We've got to get off this thing before it blows!
No, this is our big showdown. I want to finish it.
Believe me, if we stay here, we'll be finished for sure! Come on!
I'm sure you're right.
You bet I am! When the antimatter matrix reaches the nucleonic dispersion chamber, this thing will be vapor! At least that's what the computer says!
I was really hoping that would be like a change to Tails to like his smart moment.
Hurry! Out this hatch!
Wait, look! Magic ring junction box! We can still fulfill our original mission and bring back a bunch of rings to help cure King Acorn.
Okay, but hurry! The Death Egg could go off any second now!
Hang on, little buddy. The Silver Sonic suit will protect us during re-entry into the atmosphere. Then on my signal, start using your tails to hover in the air.
I hope you give me the signal soon because the ground's getting mighty close, mighty fast!
Meanwhile, I'll climb out of this monkey suit and you can escort me down below. Now!
Nicely done! We've even got some rings to show for it!
Why didn't you grab the box as Silver Sonic and just use your thrusters or whatever I'm sure you could have reached the bottom just fine and not like... I mean, maybe the suit would be destroyed, but you would be fine, right? I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like you left a shit ton of rings that you could have grabbed otherwise. I did catch your note of changing the cast. I'm never going to remember it, but I will do it once I see, like, the change in cast, so no worries.
Yeah, it'll be a long trip home. We did it! As for the Death Egg... The detonation of the deadly dirigible is seen and felt all over the planet.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was... Because I looked at the cloud and I thought that was part of Sonic's speech bubble. I'm like, oh, weird way of doing it, but okay. The detonation of the deadly dirigible is seen and felt all over the planet Mobius. I feel like you could see that just by looking at the pictures. Oh my god, look how lanky Tails looks there.
Ooh! Ah! What a fireworks display!
I'll say, Robotnik won't be hatching any more egg schemes for a long time. Hey, my communicator's working again. Must be Sally. Is that you, Princess?
Yes, glad to finally hear your voice. Listen, the king's condition is critical. Return to base at once, understood?
Yes, ma'am! With magic rings in tow! Off we go! I wonder if Bunny and Antoine got any rings.
Now I wonder if Robotnik got off the Death Egg in time. I guess we'll know soon enough.
Why would you care? Better for you if he's dead. Indeed, you will know soon enough, Sonic, for at that moment a familiar flabby figure appears in the pollution-filled sky above Snivopolis.
Snivopolis! My beautiful Death Egg has been destroyed. My exoskeleton hangs in tatters, and now my city has been renamed. What has Snively been doing in my absence? I'll just drop into my penthouse office and see. What's this? Houseplants, flowers, a picture of his mother. It's an outrage. That little worm is going to pay for this. Snively!
I wonder which is worse, facing Robotnik's wrath or staying here, mashed down to his backside.
The end of that saga, or whatever. That was pretty okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Archie Sonic quest was not bad, but I feel like it's because it mostly revolved around Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles instead of the Archie characters, which is kind of opposite, like, what everyone thinks the point is. Like, a lot of people like the Archie characters, but I think the reason that one works better is because it doesn't have the Archie characters in it. And mostly because, like, it focused a lot on, like, what Sonic, Tails, Robotnik, Knuckles were doing. And with the Archie characters, they're just, like, sort of in wait. Like, they're waiting to see what's happening. And I don't think that was necessarily on purpose, but I think that it's almost a better story because of it. They kept it a little simple and still, like, kind of what a video game version of it would be. Of those events, I mean. And I think that helps it work better, you know? It had Archimedes. Well, yeah, it had Archimedes, but it was like a very minimal role that Archimedes had. Which, again, I think makes it work better. Snively has a mother? Everybody has a mother. Didn't have a computer that could handle Frontiers. Aw, a shame. I feel that, though. Wow, look at this. Is this going to go into the backstory of what happened? February? I think that's correct, right? Yeah, that's correct. Eggman might not have a mother. We've seen, like, a picture of his mother, like, on separate occasions. We've seen, like, a framed photo of them. Metal Sonic has a mother? Well, that's different. I mean, yeah, Eggman. He can... Robotnik can be his mother. Birthed from his mind vagina. Ah, great. A Pender story. So excited. The Dream Zone.
Out of the way, Sonic the Hedgehog! One highly experienced physician coming through.
Hey, where's the fire, Doc?
I've got patients to worry about and diseases to diagnose. And Dr. Kildare wants a report. Check with my secretary for info, Sonic. I haven't time right now.
Let's just follow him, Sonic. He may be headed towards...
Princess Sally, who loves you, baby?
What?
Dr. Quack.
You better believe it, kid. Ever since the day I delivered you. You've always been a favorite of mine. Now, where's my patient?
Right this way, Doctor!
Rotor, what are you doing here? I thought this was a medical problem from now on.
Are you the doctor here or am I? Rotor is here because I called him in. We need his expertise to utilize our new cell regenerator in order to stop King Acorn from crystallizing any further.
That's some setup you got, Doc. We've tried everything from the magic rings to a chaos emerald. Do you think this cell thingamajig will really work?
That's the billion-dollar question.
I'd even settle for some idle speculation.
I don't
know if that's Sally or Sonic. I don't know who's supposed to be speaking there. Half the stuff I say makes me sound insane. What are you talking about? Talking about mind OC. Oh, because of the mind vagina thing? I mean, yeah, I'm in my... It's called trying to be funny, but okay. Way to not understand.
First off, we believe it to be a side effect from something King Acorn was exposed to on the Zone of Silence. His very cell restructure is morphing into a crystalline state. And all we can do right now is try to prevent it from spreading further. I've suggested sending the king back into the zone to see if we can reverse the process, but
I vetoed that one down. I'm sorry, Doctor, but we barely got my father out last time we went into the special zone.
I mean, you would be... I mean, it is risky, but I feel like you would be monitoring him, right? Like, if you guys went in there... If 3 people went into the Zone of Silence, right? And all were able to get out okay with the jetpacks and shit. I don't know. I felt like maybe it was worth a try.
I understand, my dear, but that doesn't make my job any easier.
One more thing, Doc. Is he aware of what's going on?
Who can say? In the meantime, I suggest we intensify the regeneration rate. At best, we will cure him. At worst, he will stay as he is. All right, Rotor. Let's get cooking.
Sal, do you trust this MD Duck?
What kind of question is that, Sonic?
Just wonder if he's living up to his name.
I'll ignore that crack, you blue-furred meatball. What do our readouts say, Rotor? I don't register any sign of change whatsoever. At the moment, that means diddly. Right now, the best thing we can do is just wait to see if the cell regenerator had an effect. That's about all we can do at the moment, I'm afraid. I'll have a nurse come in and monitor the king for any sign of activity.
Doctor, will it be all right if I stay?
I don't see any problem, Sally. I'll be in my office studying the printouts should you need me. What do you think, Rotor? Is the Doc on level?
Excuse me, huh?
I'm amazed at your lack of faith in modern medicine, Sonic. It's not like Doc Quack is a witch doctor.
Says who?
I say.
You say?
Yeah.
Oh.
I do. Ugh.
What seems to be the problem, children?
Nothing important, Daddy. No, sir. We were just, having fun.
I see.
I hate to interrupt, King Acorn, but I've matters of urgent importance to discuss.
Ah, Warlord Julian. I've been looking for you. Run along, children. We'll settle this matter later.
They're retconning the shit again. What the fuck, man? Gogs with the 550. Thank you so much. Lost 2 streams, but you're trying to catch up. Hope I have a good read. Thank you. I hope you have a good watch. I hope you enjoy it. You must have missed whenever we found the Ductor. It was at the beginning. It's okay. Didn't Sonic meet these guys for the first time as a team? Did he? I don't think that was established, right? Well, the retcon is that, like, Robotnik worked alongside or for or with King Acorn, because originally he was supposed to be, like, also kind of adopted by Uncle Chuck and, like, was sort of raised alongside Sonic. But I guess because they thought that was, like, silly and comedic, they wanted to get rid of it? Maybe? Alright, Boolin, take care now.
Come on, Sal. Last one to the treehouse is a rotten chili dog.
We've a reception tonight, Julian.
A reception, sire?
Yes, I'm announcing your new appointment as Minister of Science.
Oh, that's why. Oh, damn. I just found out that a restaurant that Sarah and I went to closed down for good. Because they were closed for, like, renovations and stuff, but apparently they closed for good. I'm glad we at least got the chance to go once, but that sucks. Didn't they give themselves a cop-out at the end of the comic saying that's just a possible backstory? I think you're right, because wasn't it that, like, Sonic was having a dream or something that, like, he was remembering or something like that? I can't remember.
I've also approved your plans for dismantling the military. You can begin implementation at once.
Of course, sire.
One more thing. It's important that the transition proceed immediately. I'm confident you're more than up to the task, Julian.
Better than you know, sire.
Very good. I shall see you tonight, then.
Alert the troops to be ready for my signal, Snively.
Just say the word, sir.
Oh, oops.
The word is given, Snively. Commence attack, now!
Oops. Oh, no. The blanket is falling off of Jerry. That's no good. I couldn't, like, roll around the way I wanted to.
Val, it's like the war is starting up again. But I've never seen soldiers like these. What do they want you, Layla?
I'm at a loss to explain this. I think it is better we return to the palace and find Rosie, my dear.
I can't remember if it was Rosie or Julela that I gave, like, a Scottish accent to. I can't remember. Like, the war is starting up again, so why would they be dismantling the military? If they were at war at some point. Snively with hair? Yeah.
I'm sure King Acorn is aware of the situation.
Julian? What's going on here?
Your Majesty, members of the royal court, I've now assumed command. Henceforth, Mobotropolis is Robotropolis, the capital of my kingdom. My army of SWAT bots have struck simultaneously at various points throughout the kingdom, virtually halting any chance of resistance. That could change, however, if the subjects were to rally around the king and crown.
Give it up, Julian! You can succeed!
The name is no longer Julian. From this day forward, I am Robotnik. As for you, King Acorn, I hereby banish you to the zone of silence forever.
Oh my.
But, like, why did that... My confusion comes from, like, why would King Acorn want to dismantle the military? Or, like, let Julian Kentobor be like, hey, dismantle the military so that you can be the new lead scientist. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? And why didn't he think that was, like, a bad idea if they've been at war with another kingdom before or another country before, whatever? It just seems... Because Julian convinced him, right, but for what purpose? You can't just say, oh, because he told him to. Right, but for what purpose? I'm asking why. I'm not asking, like, oh... I didn't think I'd have to explain, like, oh, yeah, not because Julian told him to. Why did Julian tell him to do that? Because why not? Because why? Yes! Why would you fucking Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking leave myself open to any attacks just because my scientist told me to. My scientist isn't the fucking leader of my military. That's... You're joking? Well, I'm being serious about that. I'm not. It's a genuine question. Why the fuck would he just do that? I'm glad I thought if I found you, Sonic the Hedgehog, I might find Princess Sally as well. Dude, I completely... I know it's an Australian accent, but that fucking sucked. That was awful. Am I good at what, eh?
Put a sock in it, St. John. When we need comedy relief, we'll ask for it.
Oh, Jeffrey, I'm so glad you came.
Sal?
There, love. Everything will soon be right fine.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Sonic, are you getting sick as well?
Dude, what the fuck? Okay, alright.
I guess the foul air has been bothering my sinus more than I realized.
What a pity. Is it contagious?
Guess it depends on the cause.
Well, if you're not feeling well, Sonic,
I may have to order you to get out of here. First things first, though, how's my patient doing?
Oh, doctor, something seems to be bothering my father, but I couldn't begin to tell you what.
Also, like, I think it's silly, right? Because I never really established what Robotnik is a doctor of, right? I mean, he could be like a general doctor. He could, because they have shown that in other universes, he's a medical doctor, right? He helps cure little animals. But in this reality, he's not that. He's a mechanical genius. Like, he's a roboticist, not a medical scientist. Unless he's both, and it's never really been established that he's both. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a doctor of robotics, but, like, was he also, like, because they Sally asked, or I can't remember who asked. I think it was, like, I think it was her or Rotor. It was like, why don't you trust modern medicine? And they go to the flashback that shows, like, Robotnik betraying the king. And it's just like, well, right, but that has nothing to do with each other. If Robotnik was a robotics, you know, he's a general doctor, he's got a lot of knowledge. But I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's kind of weird, where it's like, I kind of get what they were getting at, but it also has nothing to do with each other. Because, like, you can trust medical science and not trust a roboticist. Like, those are two different things. He's a podiatrist. Hey, I remember that. I know that reference.
But I couldn't begin to tell you what.
that's because you haven't gone to the med school and studied under the great ones, giants such as Casey, Welby, and the master von Frankenstein himself. But with my superior training, aided by the most advanced technology, I should be able to at least guess what the matter is.
Really? What a shocker!
Sonic, Dr. Quack is renowned for his work in the veterinary sciences.
Also, in that case, if he doesn't trust technology, he shouldn't trust Rotor either. Like, it's a weird bias to have, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Some blokes haven't any regard for the trained professions, love.
Please, enough of this. Enough of this. The king needs my attention now. It seems like he's in a heavy daze or stupor.
Kinda like someone I know on a good day.
If only he could respond. There wouldn't be any of this. Have you no honor, Julian? No sense of responsibility or loyalty? Oh, but I do, King Acorn. I have a responsibility to restore order from chaos. And with the aid of my greatest discovery, I have the means necessary to carry out my plans. Behold, my roboticizer, able to transform any living creature into a programmed metal automaton, free to obey my orders only. Look at them, lining up in assembly line fashion, emerging as the ultimate product of my new world order. This is monstrous! That depends on your point of view. In my version, you are the enemy, and must be eliminated for the good of all. No matter how long it takes, Julian, somehow I will stop you. Courageous words, sire, but where you're going, that won't be possible. Open the portal!
Okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. These, like, backstory sequences, pretty well written. I love the flow of them. I love, like, the way they're written. They're very in character. Honestly, probably one of the better comics we've gotten in a while. I just wish that this had been established early on, but at the same time, it's just like early on, it was the cutesy, like, it's Sonic the Hedgehog, it's a video game, and like now they're like trying their hand at a more serious story, which I guess kids were more into. So I get it. It's still stupid, but I get it. You know? Kids think doctors are doctors, that's it. Rotor isn't a doctor. I'm sure, but they're not that young. You know what I mean? Like, like Sonic isn't that young or naive enough to realize that, to not know the difference between what Rotor does and what Robotnik does. You know what I mean? It's a lasting childhood trauma. I mean, not every kid who was afraid of the doctor when they were a kid resents the doctor as an adult. That's foolish. Or even as a teenager. Like, that's just silly. Are we gonna read Sonic Live today? We might get to it if... we might.
May I present the Zone of Silence? Impressive, isn't it? Be sure to give Ixis, his inventor, and Kodos, your former warlord, my regards. A safe journey, my once and former king.
I'll get you, Julian! I'll get you!
Long live the king.
Ah!
Daddy!
It's all right, Princess. He's probably experiencing a nightmare. It could be he's trying to sift through the haze that is his memory. The more he struggles to remember, the more painful it is to him.
Can anything be done for him, Doctor?
There is a chance,
Naturally.
that if we use this electroencephalographic memory inducer,
Your what's this?
in simpler terms, the Dream Watcher.
It doesn't look like any TV I've ever seen.
It operates more on an interactive principle, by connecting one person to another on this device.
Wait till we get to the punchline.
It allows both parties to communicate with each other in what I like to call the Dream Zone. There's just one catch.
I knew it.
Whoever makes the journey to contact the person in the Dream Zone might not awaken should anything go wrong. As this could help pull the king through, have I any volunteers?
Me!
No, me!
I'll flip you for it.
You caught!
Heads.
Ting! Tails! I win!
Hey, Pluribus Mobius. That doesn't even make sense. As everyone Mobius? What? Hey, 1996.
Strap me in, Doc, and let's get rockin'!
Before you do anything, please sign this waiver, absolving the hospital and staff of any responsibility.
Classic. Am I mentally ready for Sonic Live? How much do I know about it? Not much, actually. I just know that there's, like, actual children in it, question mark? This implies Tails was president. True.
Doctor?
Just kidding, Princess. A little medical humor to lighten the tension, all right? One word of caution, Sonic, before we begin. If it gets too rough, just tell yourself, there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I don't believe it! It's Sir Charles's nephew! Sonic the Hedgehog! But what is he doing here? How did he find me?
Oh boy! Wasn't that a strange, wild trip? That Medicine Mallard's device really works! It feels so dreamlike. It's so real. Kinda like that virtual reality environment Robotnik had us strapped in.
So, Robotnik trapped you here as well!
What? Oh, King Acorn!
Tell me, Sonic, is my daughter alright?
Your daughter? But of course! Well, at least she's safe for the moment. Right now.
Oh, well, at least she's safe for the moment. But right now, we've got to find a way out of here.
But
me no buts, lad.
What?
Where there's a will, there's a way. You can say that again. Who? Warlord Kodos! Yes, indeed, sire. And as you can see, I'm in one mean mood. Get back, Sonic. This one is quite the swinger. That means he wants to fuck my wife.
what a fix! Do I just stand and watch as a memory is recreated before my very eyes? Do I make like a hero and save the king?
I mean, it's not like he's... I mean, sure, I guess he's in psychological pain, but not in any... Action. I mean, he's in no more danger, I don't think, right? Sure.
Since I've always been a hedgehog of action, it's time for me to juice. I feel like I've been hit by a sledgehammer. Great stars of the night sky! Who in the blazes is that?
Who dares disturb feast in his den? I think we ought to table our disagreement for now, sire. Now let's see. Silence! You will speak when spoken to. This is my domain, and you would do well to respect that which could hurt you. Kotos! Now to get rid of the other gnat!
King Acorn, this is not real!
Are you mad, lad? Of course this is real! I'm about to be terminated!
Well, yes and no!
It's either one or the other, my boy. Yes,
it did occur, but no, it's not happening again!
Care to run that by me again?
I'm not sure you're prepared for this, but here goes. Right now, we are in your dreams, experiencing your memories. It all
seems real enough to me, Sonic.
You just think so, sire. In reality, we rescued you not too long ago.
Rescued me? From where? We're still in here in the zone.
Sire, listen to me. Right now, you're reclining on a treatment table, slowly crystallizing before our eyes.
Preposterous!
Please, King Acorn, let me continue. The condition apparently is a result of being exposed to the zone of silence for such a long time. Because you seem to be suffering from shock due to your experiences in the zone, Chief Medical Officer Quack used a device that would allow someone else's mental patterns to make contact with yours.
You mean?
Exactly! I'm no more real than anything else here.
Then Feist is nothing more than a memory.
A very bad one at that.
He's vanished!
Yesterday's news, sire!
And why don't I recall your rescuing me?
You lost your memory. No doubt as a result of your encounter with Feist.
So I didn't even know you when you found me?
You didn't even know your own daughter.
And what of Robotnik? What's happened since I was in the zone?
Robotnik sent his robot army to capture all the citizens of Robotropolis. Then he would send them into his roboticizer, which transformed them into mindless robot slaves.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind this exposition as much because he has to in order to convince him of what's happening, he needs to explain everything that's happened since he's been gone. So I don't quite mind this bout of exposition. Yeah, we, the audience, have read it, but at some point they needed to explain it to the king, and this is what it takes to get him back. So it's yeah, they could have done this off screen, but at the same time, now is sort of it's imperative to explain these things to him now. Yeah, because he's explaining this to someone who doesn't know, right? They could just catch him up later on, but it's different from if, let's say, Knuckles, right? If Knuckles was missing for a little bit because he was on an adventure of his own, and it's not imperative for him to learn these things. It's important for him to, but they can catch him up off screen. For King Acorn, Sonic needs to tell him, hey, this is what's happening. It's almost like you should give explanation to characters who don't know the information. Yeah. So for me, it doesn't bother me this much here. It really doesn't.
Some of us managed to make our way into the Great Forest, where we set up Knothole Village, our base of operation.
Because the whole crux of it, the way to get him back is through this exposition, right? It's very important exposition, whereas in other places, it's really not, a summary would suffice. Here, you kind of can't summarize it. You need to tell him everything in order for him to believe you, you know?
Our base of operations as well as our home away from home.
Remember, guys, to whistle while you work. It'll help the morale.
So what happened next?
An even bigger exchange student with even bigger Hong Kong kahoos. Robotnik proceeded to create his own world order and pollute the environment. Ever since then, we've been fighting back, achieving a victory here and a victory there. But we haven't been able to deliver the knockout punch, sire.
You totally could have many times at this point, but okay.
Robotnik just keeps coming up with newer and deadlier weapons. We need you, King Acorn. We need your experience and wisdom. We need you to get well in order to help restore Mobotropolis to what it once was. But above all else, Sally needs her father.
You're right, Sonic. Sonic? Sonic! Like home. There's no place like home.
Incredible! You did it, Sonic! Did what? Oh, boy. I have a lollapalooza of a headache. What do the readings on the monitor show, Rotor?
All life signs are stabilizing! The crystallization process has stopped!
Oh, Sonic, you were wonderful.
Pretty good, I must say, for a hedgehog anyway.
We can now move the king to the rehab ward where he can continue to recover.
That must have been something else, Sonic!
Medical slang for rehabilitation ward.
Yeah, no shit. I doubt kids are not gonna know what rehab means. There's not many things rehab could be short for. I think they'd understand rehab before they understand rehabilitation. That was the most unnecessary goddamn edit I've ever seen in one of these. Like, what could they possibly confuse or, like, interpret rehab with if they don't understand rehabilitation? I don't know, that's weird.
Are you alright?
Let's just say, Tails, that life is the stuff dreams are made out of.
Alright. I'm going to allow myself time to read Sonic Live, just cuz. And then Knuckles the Echidna, number 1 is next. Here we go! This one's for you guys. Knuckles the Echidna, number 1. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, I'm sure you guys have seen this comic before. It's a 48-page special. Oh, shit. Damn, $2? It's so real you'll think you're part of the adventure. The last game cartridge hero. Oh, God. Is a kid going to go into Mobius? Oh, my God. It was written by Penders. Oh, shit. Rich Kolowski. I think we've... Kozlowski. I think we've read something from him, right? Art Mawindy's art is pretty good, too. I like their art, too. Kent Taylor and Pat Spazianti. I didn't mind Kent's writing too much, from what I remembered. Those are Penders' son and niece? Are you serious? Really? Wow. On the planet Mobius, a war is being waged between the ultimate forces of good and evil. Motivated by an intense desire to reshape the land and its people to stop his distinctive vision, Dr. Robotnik will stop at nothing to attain his dreams of global domination. Fighting to prevent the evil genius from carrying out the sick, twisted schemes is legendary Sonic the Hedgehog, swiftest and slickest of them all. While in many ways the tale is unique, in others it is as old as time, for as Sonic has learned during his many adventures, there exist other realities in different dimensions and zones. Some are disturbingly similar, with events and combatants rearranged only because some action or decision vary from the reality Sonic knows. The multiverse. Others are wildly different, with little similarities or connections. Some realities are the result of their placement in time, and others due to location in physical space. Ah, they're explaining their retcons, is basically what I'm understanding here. Until now, Sonic has only experienced other dimensions very similar to the one he currently exists on. Fate, which is untrue, because he's seen like a bunch of other dimensions that are different from the one he lives on. Fate, however, has a way of stepping in and asserting itself as Sonic's world is about to collide with worlds beyond.
Come out, Sonic the Hedgehog, wherever you are. Come out and fight me, Manbot the Hedgehog.
Manbot, he's half robot. Which was that what we were discussing, or did I say he was full robot? I can't even remember anymore. Point is, he's half robot, which is something that I thought that I was kind of arguing. I think someone said that, like, he's full human, which might be another retcon later on. I don't know, dude.
This is it, you blasted nuisance. You and I will have it out for the last time. This one's for all the nuts and bolts. Sonic, what kept you? Usually it's the woman who keeps a man waiting. Isn't that right, princess?
Look at Snively, dude. He looks like a fucking light bulb. Is this comic? It sure is.
Of course, at the moment, she doesn't even know her own mind. I promised her she could be here when you arrived. Gave my word of honor she could watch you go to hedgehog heaven.
The Lumen with the 2. Is this gonna be the Sonic movie on drugs? I don't know, dude. Maybe. Best Girl Sally. I don't know about that. She's been pissing me off a lot throughout the run of this comic.
Let her go, Robotnik. This is between me and you. Always has been, always will be.
You're quite correct. However, I've never been one to do my own dirty work. So, if you have any last thoughts, you may as well say them now.
You think you have me, don't you? I'll get out of this one yet.
A fitting epitaph for your tombstone. I'll get out of this yet. I can't wait to see you try. SWAT bots, ready, aim, blast him to smithereens. Have a nice afterlife, hedgehog. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Not again. Can't believe I died. Just when I was doing so good.
I cannot for the life of me do a child's voice. Like a human child's voice. You couldn't, I would rather die, honestly.
Let's go, Steve. Mom's waiting.
Enough with the video games already. Let's go. You'll be late for school if we don't hustle now.
The level of cringe I'm feeling right now is like unabashed. Just wait 5 years and my kid can do the voice. You know what? True.
But Mom, I was almost at the next level.
Ugh. This is getting me nowhere real fast. Dunk. As if I have a clue to where I really am. I can't run. I can barely even move. It's as if I'm stuck in neutral. Feels like floating inside one of Rotor's gadgets, only I don't see any way out. One thing's for sure. Robo-Jerk must be splitting a gut over this.
At long last, I finally accomplished my most cherished goal. Goodbye, Sonic. The parting is definitely not sweet sorrow. So much for the hedgehog, Snively. I've got a planet to conquer, and no one to stop us now. As for you, princess, there's a cell with your name on it.
Robotnik, you creepola! Why don't you turn them into robots, dude?
Right next to one of the ones for your frames.
Sally, are you all right? Sally! Sally!
Now we return to a place definitely not on Mobius.
Oh boy, we're finally home. I thought school would never end. Huh? What's that?
Don't you have any homework?
I'll do it after dinner. Come on, Jesse, let's play. This is new.
I'm scared. David with the 10, thank you. By the way, is it just me or did the effects for Sonic got worse in the second movie? I understand the animators from the first were laid off after production finished, but it feels like the budget was halved. In certain ways, yes. In other ways, I kind of like the way the characters look more in the second movie than in the first one. Like, I know what you're saying, but like, I don't know. That's why I wish that like the Sonic movies were just animated instead of like live action.
I think I have this last trap figured out. In just a second, I'll punch in the codes and... What on Mobius is that? Huh? What happened? Still.
You dummy, you have the videotape on instead.
No, I don't. I never even touched the VCR. Maybe I have the wrong channel. Don't touch that dial! I need help getting out of here! And since I can't go all the way to you, Whoa! Let's see if you guys can join me!
Sonic, are you kidnapping 2 human children? Oh, God. Oh, God, why?
Jesse, it's Sonic! It's really Sonic! Oh boy! Hi, kids. Sorry to pull a fast one, but this is important.
What in the mother of fuck could you possibly think these kids were going to be able to help you with? What in God's fucking... what even do you think these kids would be able to do for you? And you don't know how to get out of here, so now you just trapped 2 human children who you know are children in this weird fucking whatever nowhere dimension with you. You don't know where the fuck you are, and now they're trapped in here with you too. Good job, Sonic. Good job. Just awesome job to you. Just skip this. I'm begging you. I'm sorry, Luminant. I have to. I have to. This is absurd, dude.
Where are we? The closest I can figure is some sort of in-between zone. This floating around is awesome! In-between zone? Yeah, we're somewhere between where I come from and where you do. The surrounding energy surged to the point where I was able to make contact with you. Now the energy surges are coalescing at another point, and since you've arrived, the surges have grown stronger. Let's make like heroes and see where this takes us. With any luck, the next stop is Mobius. Wait till Mom hears about this.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom is going to think that you're not insane and need to be committed.
Now that Sonic the Hedgehog is playing his golden harp, there's nothing to stop anyone from marching to the beat of my drum.
You always were good at carrying a tune, Doctor. Particularly... dirges. I don't know what that instrument is, Doctor.
Oh, yes. But now, business before pleasure. Gentlemen and Robot, so good of you to join us. Things won't be the same without you, and that suits me quite nicely.
Didgeridoos. Oh!
She won't ever. Your mom will be like Sora's mom. Yeah, exactly. A dirge is like a funeral song. Oh. Thank you. I thought it was an instrument.
You just wait! This isn't over till it's over!
You're right. Unfortunately for you, I haven't overlooked that one small minor detail. See this missile? It's my 2-for-1 deal. With one missile, I'll be able to place my network of killer satellites in orbit around Mobius and send you freedom fighters on a one-way journey to eternity.
What about Princess Sally?
Yeah, where's she?
She's in the rocket's lower level, but I wouldn't worry about her. You're in over your head as it is.
Oh my gosh, Sonic! It's a SWAT bot!
Which were never in any of the video games, so I don't know how you know. I mean, maybe you read the comics too, but in any case, why wouldn't the reality be from a comic instead of a video game? Why the TV? Why was the TV the thing? Like, why? Whatever. Frost with the 2. Pender's writing in a nutshell. This is insane. It really is. Yeah, I don't know why anyone thought this was good, ever. I still don't. Like, even, I don't know. Their video games seem to have them. I guess, but okay.
Way cool!
As for the princess,
Way ahead of you, Jesse. Time to juice.
she's to be what?
Miss me, Robo Butt? Now I intend to get really mean.
Stop in your tracks, you insipid hedgehog.
What was the point of the human kids when Sonic left into the in-between zone and then came back basically for no reason? Like, did he say anything about using their power or whatever the fuck to be like, the energy surges are coalescing to another point since you arrived, the surges have grown strong. But why? Like, why do the human kids make the... What the fuck? I'm so confused. It's always do shit first, explain later with these comics. I swear to God.
Oh, my sword was to prepare today's blue plate special by fricasseing your friends.
If I pull them out of the way before the bots beams start blasting. Oh, not if I do that.
Think you could? By your definition, I'm the villain. That means I'm capable of any sick, twisted evil deed. The sicker, the better. Take him!
You harm one hair on their heads.
You what? You're in no position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion. However, to put you at ease... Excuse me. It's really the hair on your head that I wish to harm.
Yeah? Well, too bad you don't have any hair on your head to harm. Ugh. Pay attention, bots, because I'll only do this once. Here, have some good vibrations to really make my day. Come on, guys, we got a juice.
Oh, it's because they're vacuuming. That's why I was like, why is Darla freaking the fuck out?
What about the others?
The game will be okay if we move fast to make certain that missile can't launch.
You sure this is the best way to... That was awesome, Sonic. Can we do it again? Can we?
In another life, guys, which will occur shortly if we don't get back to the control room.
What? Okay, I'm gonna reserve judgment. I'm gonna reserve judgment. I'm gonna reserve judgment until I'm gonna reserve it. I'm gonna reserve judgment.
Well, what do you know? Look at what I found. Now that we're in the control room, we have to make like instant archaeologists.
I don't understand, Sonic.
That's a countdown underway, Jesse. We have to decipher the hieroglyphics and press the right switch.
Sir, Dr. Robotnik, please, you've got to get up, sir. I think something's gone awry.
Not this one. No, not this one either. Maybe...
Control. Countdown. The launch sequence has been activated. Snively, I have fallen on my remote control.
Oh, what shall we do, Doctor?
Sonic, Robotnik's up and kicking.
And the missiles and engines are firing.
Unfortunately, we haven't much time to make it down the gantry.
Then, this is it?
Not quite, Snively. There are always other possibilities.
I have to make a selection as best as I can figure out. It's one of these three buttons.
That blasted hedgehog seemingly came out of nowhere. But what if he didn't? What if he came from there?
From where? Are you sure? Even so, it's one chance out of 3.
Don't you guys know who you're talking to? By the way, I love the shirt.
What the fuck is going on? This doesn't make any sense.
From somewhere through a trans-dimensional portal, which I believe that to be. Let's go, Snively.
Go to where?
Where we can get away from it all, of course.
As simple as eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's either this, or I'm one sorry hedgehog. Whoop.
You did it, Sonic.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Whew. Now that the freedom fighters and the rest of Mobius are safe for the moment, where's old Robopus?
Sonic, that glow over there. You don't suppose...
I don't suppose anything. All I know is it's pulling us in.
Try to hang on to something, Jesse. Ah! It's no use, Steve. I'm losing my grip. Jesse!
There isn't any choice now, little buddy. We've got to follow her.
Yeah, but where to?
First impression, I'd say out of the frying pan, and definitely into the fire.
Welcome, Sonic the Hedgehog, and your friends as well. For once, I have you exactly where I want you.
Well, this art style is completely different. Holy shit.
This is so weird. Now you look like you stepped out of a Speed Rider cartoon.
I wouldn't talk if I were you.
This is it. This is the worst comic we've read. This is absolutely the worst fucking comic we've read so far. It is the worst one. Just like hands down, this is the worst comic. Not only that we've read so far, but that I think I've ever read.
It's always nice to be wanted, Robo-Butt, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
And I thought that would be your attitude, so I brought reinforcements. Don't try anything stupid, Hedgehog. Your friends won't belong for this or any other world if you do.
Don't listen to him, Sonic. Cool it, Stevie. It's his play for the moment. So what's the deal, Schmeal?
Schlemiel?
Even you couldn't have come up with this setup by yourself.
For once, I will admit how right you are. Come along and I'll show you how right, even though you have little choice in the matter. This is much bigger than than just I, you big blue flirt cretin. In fact, it took several of me to create all this.
Okay.
Welcome to your nightmare, Hedgehog.
I get it. Multiple universes, right? How do you know about that, Stevie? He's been watching too much Space Trek. Too many Marvel movies. Space what?
Consider this your predicament.
Trust me. I'd say you have more important matters to think.
I'd say you have more important matters to think of.
Hey!
Take them away.
Step forward through the door.
Smile when you say that, bub.
Move.
Ugh. Will you look?
I don't believe it. It's...
Please don't tell me it's a bunch of different kids. Please don't tell me it's a bunch of different kids. Oh, fuck.
Sonic!
That's my name. Just don't wear it out. Ugh.
This is astounding, Maury. Who would have thought it, eh, Jerry?
Yeah, I know. I'm quite the awesome dude. Do either of you have a clue as to what's going on?
Doctor, that looks like...
Quite right, Snivelly. It is Mobius. Somehow those strange creatures built a multidimensional portal to our world, in the act of creating so-called entertainment. A device so powerful, it can make me master of all the universes. Compared to the power of this device, losing my killer satellites is small potatoes indeed.
I think you're forgetting one thing. You're not the one calling the shots here.
Looks like the natives are restless, Snivelly.
I don't like the sound of this, Doctor. I don't like this at all.
What do you mean I'm not real?
In our world, you're just a character in a game cartridge. One of our staff artists did a series of sketches and you were the result. Or so we were told, until we found out different. Apparently the sketches were based on transmissions received over a prototype device. Nobody had seen anything like it, so we kept it quiet. I'm having a stroke. This is, it sure is, you know? This is.
You better keep quiet if you hope to get out. Stand back.
What? Robotnik! Hey, you're not...
I'm supposed to be out promoting the latest game when this happened.
When what happened?
A freak electrical storm somehow created a link through dimensionals through our prototype. Whoever runs this piece-sized device... Whoever runs this place sees the device and connected it to their systems.
Sonic, look! The Robotnik's about to zap the real Robotnik!
What a pity. Really breaks my heart.
Ready, aim. Wait, can't we do a deal? Hey, take Snivelly instead.
I know I'm gonna hate myself, but a hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta... A hedgehog's gotta do what a hedgehog's gotta.
Fire!
Why? Why would you let him live? It doesn't matter. You would get rid of him. You would die.
If you think I'm grateful, Hedgehog, don't.
That goes to me, too. Sonic, the robots are taking aim at us now.
Why were you there? Okay, I guess the robots went to where they were. Never mind. If we can shut down the prototype, it'll pull the plug on the whole system.
How do we do that?
Punch in the access code on that control pad. It's an access code to one of the Sonic games.
You know the codes? Everyone, let's juice. Warp speed, Captain. We've only got a second, Stevie. I'll punch in the codes as you say them.
Press up, down, left, right, hold A and press start. That shut him down. You did it, Sonic.
Nobody does it better. You kids were terrific yourselves.
So how do we get back home now?
Good question. I'm sure Rotor must be trying to find a solution on my world.
Does Rotor even know what the fuck's going on, though? Because, like, we found all of this out here in this, like, dimension between dimensions. Why the hell would Rotor know what's going on? You and Robotnik disappeared, and I guess there's, like, a dimensional rift there, but how would he know how to fix anything regarding that? The kids were useful. Barely. They were wholly irrelevant because the programmers could have told Sonic the codes too. They designed the game. We didn't need the kids if we had the programmers here, and we didn't really need the programmers. I mean, the programmers' only function was to tell them how to fix the problem, but they could have told Sonic what the code was too. We didn't need the kids.
But I think the answer's here. Isn't that right, guys?
We should be able to reverse the process, but it'll be a one-way ticket.
I guess this means goodbye, Sonic. We're gonna miss you, big guy.
I think you'll be able to see what I'm up to.
This is fucking weird. I hate this.
By checking out the next game cartridge these bozos crank out. Alrighty then. Energize!
Imagine just finding out that your whole life is a fuck. I mean, granted, I've often thought about this philosophical quarry, right? Where it's like, if I found out I wasn't real, I don't think I would care that. Or if I found out that there was like a higher existence, where there's like another society much like ours, like if we were in the Matrix or something, I'd be like, okay, so what? Like, my reality is still real to me. Like, it's still meaningful to me. Just because, like, you have your own reality where, like, bigger things are happening or whatever, that's your world. I'm still living in my world where the people I love and, like, the things that I care about exist. So I don't care that I'm not real per your definition. I don't know why I went on that tangent. I thought about, like, why didn't... They really did not make a big deal out of that at all in this comic. The thing is, Sonic is real, they're just copying his reality. Oh, that's even stupider. Ants don't care about being ants, basically. Yeah, you know what? I never thought about it that way. That's true. Thank you for the 2, Luminant. Yeah, I don't like that Sonic face either. I'm not gonna lie. He's back!
Yeah, and look who he brought with him!
Sally, Tails!
We were so worried, wondering where you went.
I thought Rotor was here.
Let's go, Snively. I've got such a headache.
Oh, Rotor is there. Never mind.
Believe it or not, Sal, we were out of this world. How are you feeling?
I feel like someone pressed pause on me.
Fucking Tails. No. You Tails can't possibly be like, oh, get it? Because it's a video game? You don't know that. You weren't there. You didn't learn this information. You can't be like, oh, good one, Auntie Sal. Fuck you. This is so stupid. This is the dumbest shit in the world.
Funny you should say that. Because I think others would just say they're just getting started.
It's the new Sonic game cartridge. Let's see what he's up to now.
I love that this whole goddamn time, this whole entire time, because cameras were shit back then, and even today, it would be difficult to, on like CRTs, because they're photosensitive, they can't just capture a photo with an image on it. You know what I mean? Like, they've been, Jesse and Steve have been looking nothing in every single panel of this comic. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, they just let them go, huh? Ian Flint actually answered a similar question and it basically agrees with you that Sonic wouldn't be too upset about the news. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever, dude. A word from the editor. In case you were wondering, just who were those photogenically wild and crazy kids? I love her. She's so wild. She's so goofy. Have you guys ever seen that meme? Yeah, wow, those kids were fucking goofy. I tell you what. These child actors... Oh, I was not expecting that. Actors? They posed for photos at best. That doesn't make them actors. Illuminate with the two. This is one of the most Sonic stories ever made. Dude, this blows ass. This is terrible. This is the worst thing in the world. Are none other than Ken Penders' son, Steven, and his niece, Jessica. Ken asked them for their help when he started on the project. He knew they would spend hours with them making sure each photograph... You spent hours telling your son and niece, hey, sit in front of the TV. You just took a fucking photo of them. And then, like, did that for hours? You're a fucking psychopath, dude. If that's true, you're a psychopath. They're fucking photos you could take in, like, 10 minutes. It's not that deep, Ken. As far as their help was concerned, Ken was quoted as saying, hey, they worked for free. You piece of shit. Let us know what you think of Sonic Live. We'll be waiting to hear back from you. You really don't want to know what did people think when this came out? I have to know what people thought of this comic when it first released. Kuma with the 5, thank you. You've got some real talents, Ken. Please keep them hidden. Also, reducing Oshima to one of our staff sketches. Why did this exist? They were supposed to be the original, like, programmers? That's who they were? Bro. If you want the cherry on top of this comic's quality, go back to the first IRL photo and check the boys. Oh, fuck me, dude. No. You've gotta be shitting me. How did I not notice that? It's just the goddamn TV remote. Wow, dude, look at their acting. Jessica's expression is... wow. He acted his ass off. They gave this man a career for years. For years, this man had a job, dude. Predicted the Wii way before its time. They acted for 4 whole frames, dude. 4 whole frames. Hey, that's cute. Okay. Oh, wait, really? Jessica and Ken, oh, sorry, Jessica and Steven did this? Okay, I'm not gonna give them shit. They're kids, dude. They were kids. I'm not gonna, it's not their fault, right? I'm making fun of the fact that, like, of what it said here, where like, because you guys know that when I looked at the panels, I didn't say anything. I just thought it was stupid that they would use child models for the panels, but I wasn't giving them shit necessarily. But then here they call them actors, and come on. This, and I don't use this word lightly, is absurd. Thank you, Destroyer. Thank you, Kitty, for the 2. Wow. You may well be wondering how the freedom fighters were captured and then escaped in our first story. Well, this is how it began and ended. The substitute freedom fighters.
What you working on, big fella?
Oui, what is this? What is the artist's latest masterpiece?
Oh! It's this device called a micro belt cam. It's a device that will attach to my belt and record our actions in combat. The camera records our activities and relays them back to Knothole's computers. Then we can review them later to improve our teamwork.
Neat! That's a great idea, Rotor. Does it work?
Well, I haven't tested it yet, but it should. Aruga. The alarms! It looks like some swap bots are near Knothole's outer perimeter.
Yikes!
Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to test the microcam.
Let's go.
And so, as they've done so many times before, this band of heroes rush courageously into unknown danger, confident they will return victorious. This time, they don't.
Hello, anyone home? It's me, Larry Lynx. I guess no one's home. Oh well, I'll step back some other.
Right next to you, one of your friends. And no, now that I have you, I will finally be rid of you all.
What's that on the monitor?
Oh, good. And with the accursed hedgehog already out of my hair, no one can help you.
Oh no, whenever I'm around, something bad happens.
I remember Larry Lynx now. Okay, I do remember him.
What'll I do? What can I do? If the freedom fighters aren't enough to stop Robotnik, what could I possibly do alone?
I remember the character. I don't remember what voice I gave him.
1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go, troops. Come on.
What's that? And that? Trading camp? That's it! Help! Help!
Hey, it's our boy Cyril.
Huh?
Need help!
Calm down, son. What is it? What's wrong?
The freedom fighters have been captured by Dr. Robotnik, and he got rid of Sonic somehow.
Oh, my.
We've got to help!
Oh, you're right. But how?
We need a plan.
Right.
There's no time. We'll have to make it up as we go.
What about the guards?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
But how?
Watch. And see.
Intruder, halt or we will shoot. Halt, what they said.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot, Tin Can, you dumbasses.
Whoops.
Yeah, because he was the unlucky dude, right?
Works every time. Cyril, fly overhead and signal if all's clear.
Right.
All's clear. Let's go get them.
Can you open it, Dylan?
I think so. We're in.
On your toes, everyone. Uh-oh. SWAT bots! Lots of them! Initiate maneuver 12! Check! Now!
God damn. Nice job, guys.
Hey, look! It's Sonic!
That tears it. Now I intend to get really mean.
Stop in your tracks, you insipid dog.
And that Robotnik.
He'll have to take care of himself for now. The others are right up ahead. Let's go.
After the battle has been waged and won.
Huh? Larry? Dylan?
No time to explain, Princess. Let's move behind Sonic and move out.
Thanks to you all and Rotor's microcam, we're all safe. And these watches we've given you will help alert you if your help is ever needed again. Wow, nifty! Larry, your quick thinking has made us realize we can't do everything alone.
You weren't alone.
We need a backup emergency team, a team we think you should lead.
You did have a backup team. It was the team that showed up. The only reason they showed up was because Larry was at the right place at the right time, but you already have a backup team. It's the people that saved you, right? Am I wrong about that? There's no way. You have no money.
Consume Prolosec! Get her done! Gosh, Princess, I don't know what to say.
Just say yes, Larry. Yes, that.
Oh, I didn't give him like Larry the Cable Guy's voice, did I? I probably should have.
Just say yes, Larry. Yes, that you will lead the Substitute Legion of Freedom Fighters.
Ooh, yeah, Princess!
Leaving the Chaotix to guard the floating island, Knuckles vows to find the ailing King's sword, Acorn's magic sword. Following a vague, oh god, I can barely read that, vague lead from the ancient walkers and a new clue from his ancient ancestors' book of myths, the Echidna has journeyed to a remote section of the Great Forest. Unlike Knothole Village, the small cottage she has discovered is not hidden. Rather, it has been forgotten and touched by Movius Revolution. That is, until today.
Devil Watcher. It can't be. They're just the stuff of fairy tales. Real or not, I don't plan on being this guy's lunch. Timber! Gone. I'd like to find out how and where. My destiny awaits inside? What gives? This place didn't look so big on the outside and... Blood beasts. Where'd all these storybook monsters come from?
Oh, where are all these storybook monsters coming from?
Well, the story goes, attack the dominant one, and they shall... Well, the story goes, attack the dominant one, and they shall both fall. You're closest, so tag, Felix. You're it. Doing the fade out, too? Good. Now nothing's in my way, so I can start snooping. Then again, maybe I should start using my brain if I want to survive. But for now, here's one for you. Nice dragon. And one for you.
Damn, he's just fighting all the creatures.
I've got to think hard. Examine the ancient walker's cryptic message. On a once lush world in its hunk of floating stone, there exists a sorcerer, wizard, and alchemist who stand alone. A charlatan enchantress, and paladin with fairness and courage thou must face. Charlatan, fairness, storybook monsters. That's it! Sir, forgive me for invading your home. I'm really on a peaceful mission to find King Acorn's sword. Looks like using the old noodle paid off. The monsters, the cottage's appearances. It's all an illusion. The benevolent ancient walkers granted you an audience, and in light of the fact you've learned my secret, I can do no less. You kinda gave yourself away by attacking with children's boogie monsters.
Okay, sure. Ha! A shrewd charlatan. Charlatan uses both his powers of illusion and his imagination to protect himself. And in my youth I also used them in service of the king.
Then you know where the royal sword is?
No, but you may receive guidance from someone in the land of dark, if you can even locate this mysterious realm.
Locate? You mean you don't know where it is?
He just said no.
Great! Just great!
Can I do a Tow Mater impression for Larry? I can try, David. I can try. You knew his name was Felix. I'm assuming like Felix the cat. That's what he meant. So this is Knuckles number 1. I mean, no, it's like Knuckles number 0.5. Sorry. I wish you luck and a safe journey. If you see Sire Acorn again, tell him Merlin Prower wishes him well. Oh my god, this is not the last time we see Merlin Prower.
I'll see him again, all right. When I do, I'll have his sword. Believe it.
Alright, well, that was Sonic Live. That was the worst. Okay. It's Tails' granddaddy. It sure is. It sure is. Merlin Prower. Tails met Knuckles' granddaddy, and now Knuckles meets Tails' granddaddy. Alright, well, Greg, Ion, if you fellas, as always, have someone we can raid, please let me know now. God, that was terrible, dude. That was fucking awful. What is the best story in this hellhole? The one with Larry. Somehow the one with Larry, the unlucky Lynx, was the best story in this comic. Cast garlic. You got it, buddy. I'm glad I was able to experience that with you all. I hope you guys feel the same, because that was fucking terrible. Would I rank this better or worse than last week's comics? Worse. Like, it just beat me down and I couldn't even, like... It was just so ungodly stupid and moronic. Cast garlic. Hey. Just relaxing. Just chilling. Do they have a mic? Or is it just... Let's make this person's day, even if they can't talk to us. Alright, everyone, go say hi on my behalf. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Yes? Yes. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other, as always. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.